hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time we...
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, Jack!
They start the drive with Cook.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
10 yards. It's second and 8 inches at the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now throwing on first down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another throw for Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Howell, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Dobbins, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. And Howe will throw it. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got room past the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off play action. It's Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers will spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to roam now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Back.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got his man. This is Tate. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 5. Now Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And once more, Howell back to the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. He completes it to Tate. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Pollard. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. They start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On the 6.
Looking to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 9 now. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found... He's got a man! Complete! Touchdown, Washington!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. Roll. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 11.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here we go. Come back in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Cook up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
26 yards.
and the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Pollard again. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Powell throwing on first down here.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know,